Yo, what's up everybody, welcome to the next tutorial video here on Duct Tape Creations. So for today's tutorial, we're showing you how to make a duct tape case for a Game Boy Advance. To pretty much any Game Boy, you can just tweak the measurements. So I do hope you enjoy that, and let's get started. Alright, so the first part to making the duct tape case for your Game Boy here. I just need to cut out these 4 strips of tape. For me it's 3.5 inches, and I have the Game Boy Advance XP. So depending on what Game Boy model you have, you can tweak the measurements. So yeah. So I do know that a Game Boy is pretty much out of date, but I just thought this was a cool idea for a tutorial, and thought I'd put it out there for you guys if any of you have a Game Boy yet. So if you'd like to make a case for it, here you go. So what we're going to do with these 4 strips here is start making a sheet. So it's pretty simple. Just take the 2 strips here and stick them together like you would any start any other normal sheet. So as you can see, just double-sided tape just right there. So you're going to take your 3rd strip right here and just take the measurements for your Game Boy. For me, I got to go up to 3.5 inches. So the Game Boy is pretty much a perfect square, which is pretty cool. So just line that up right there. There we go. And then flip that over and take your last strip and cover up the rest of the sticky side showing, and you'll be good to go. So there you go. So now you can see you have your sheet right here. Now once you have this one, you're making an exact duplicate of this sheet. These will be the 2 panels that the Game Boy gets sandwiched between. As you can see right here, it fits perfectly inside. So get working on those 2 sheets here, and then once you have those done, we can move on. Alright, so once you have your 2 panels done here, we can start working on the side, the 2 panels for the side and the panel for the bottom. And they're all easy to make. So what you're going to do is you can cut up 6 strips of tape that are, again, 3.5 inches long, or whatever measurements you need for your Game Boy. So you're going to take 3 of your strips here and fold them in half. So you have these strips right here that are just 3.5 inches in length, or whatever you need, and that are 1 inch in width. So I'll demonstrate that to you real quick with this last strip I have ready. So I'm just going to take it and just fold it over so I can get closer to the camera here. And just fold it over right like that, and seal it down. So just like that there, and you got your double-sided tape, which is simple enough. So now you could save some tape and just cut 2 strips in half and stick them on top of each other, or take cut 2 of these strips out right here and stick them on top of each other, and then cut that in half. That's a way of saving tape in a way, but this is a much quicker and easier way to do it. So now with these 3 strips right here, you want to cut these in half so you have little strips just like this. So obviously you're just going to go right in the center like that. And then you have the strips you need. So what you're going to do is you're going to take these strips that you made, or that you folded in half, and stick half of these strips right here on the side, just like that, and seal it down. Then once again on the opposite side of that same piece, and seal it down. Okay, so now bring over one of your panels here, lay it down right like that onto it, leaving just a bit of sticky side showing. Make sure it's lined up here real quick. So there we go. So make sure that's one thing we'll make sure is it's all lined up, pretty much as even as you can get it. So make sure you have a little bit of sticky side showing right there, so it will fold easily. Now take over your other panel and just stick that right like you did before. And there's the bottom side or the side, whichever way you do it, of the case. So now continue on here, which is the same thing. Stick it down, seal it like you did, like so, and come over to the other side and seal it down just like this. Okay. And now it will get a little bit more tricky once you have the other side sealed up and you go do it like this. But if you just hold it with one hand, just fold over with one finger, you should be able to get it. So now there you can see the Game Boy should fit right inside. As you can see, perfect pouch. And then you do the same thing on the bottom here. Alright, so now you have your case pretty much done here with the sides and everything sealed up. You can move on to making the flap. So to make the flap, it's really simple. All you really need to do is just cut 4 strips of tape that are 3.5 inches long, which is the width of the case if you're following the exact measurements I'm using here in the video. And stick them together, just overlap them by about 1/4 of an inch, not very much. And that will get you to about 3.5 inches in length, which is really all you need. I just chose to make mine use 6 strips here and make it about 5 inches in length, which is perfect for me because it spans over the entire length of the case, which is what I like. That's just me personally, so you can choose how big you want the flap to be. But I like having it cover the entire front so the game holder is hidden. But just stick together the 4 strips or 6 strips, however many you choose, to make the flap, and then just take another strip of tape that's 3.5 inches, or your measurements, whatever they are, seal it down on the back of that, and then bring over your case and just seal it down just like that there. and then that will fold right over to the top and effectively seal in your game, and effectively seal in the Game Boy, and it will flip over the front. Really nice. And now for the game case, the game holder, it's pretty simple. You're just going to cut out 2 strips of tape here. These are 3 inches long. And now, this right now is the normal with the duct tape, which is a little under 2 inches, but it's pretty much just 2 inches, you can say. But you don't want that for the game case. You want to cut this down to 1.5 inches. So just find that on your cutting mat and just cut right across all the way to their side, just like that. And then that's going to be your case, or your game holder, I mean. And then from here on, you're just going to take 1 strip of tape that's 3 inches long, seal it on the bottom, just like that, and cut out a 2x2 square, as you can see that I had down there, and cut that in half so you have these 2 small strips, just like so. And this will get stuck to the side, which will keep the side sealed down as well, so nothing moves around. So keep that there. Now you're going to bring over your case, and you can start at the top or bottom, whatever you want, and just stick it on just like so, and peel the sides over, and right there is your game holder. The game will slide right in. Just if I can get that in here real quick. Game will slide in right in. It's good and tight. It won't go anywhere. And if you made your flap long enough, it will cover the entire thing. Pretty cool. And you can just add a little bit of, you can add some Velcro right here in the front, or a little bit of flap that goes to the back and seals on with Velcro. That's your choice. That's pretty much it for the Game Boy case. And you can also put game holders on the back as well, which I did off camera just to, so I can show this to you. There's a game holder right here in the back, so you can see. That's optional. You can put them here in the front of the flap. You can put them on the back of the flap, anywhere you want in the case. So pretty cool. So that's pretty much it for this tutorial. Do hope you guys enjoyed it. It's pretty simple. It's not something that's going to be too useful for anyone who doesn't have a Game Boy, but still works. And if you haven't seen, I also did a tutorial a while back on how to do a DS case for any model of DS. If you want to check it out, link in the description below. So yeah, check it out if you'd like. So that's going to wrap up this video here. If you enjoyed, hit that like button. That'd be much appreciated. So thanks for watching. As always, just enjoy the wonder that's duct tape.